Good afternoon, Scott. A good win to finish off our season, 7-0 today against London Tigers.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts of the game?
Just a brilliant way to end the season. Said to the players before, obviously their commitment and their effort since I took over in November has been exceptional, and we wanted to finish strong and finish with the best result, and I'm really pleased that we managed to perform to those levels today, with and without the ball. Quality without it, really intense and hard working, again similar to last week, but so much better in the final third today. I mean, we've scored 7, but really we could have won the game 10-0 maybe, if not more.
Okay, and what did you think of our goals today?
Very good. Like I said just then, we're very good going forward. Everything really came off. I mean, we missed a few chances, particularly in the first half, but in the second half it was 2-0 up to about an hour, and we've scored 5 in the last sort of half an hour. Darrell grabbing a hat-trick. I said last week that he's back on form. He's been working hard. Another 3 goals for him today. Dom grabs one. McBride grabs a couple. Really good. Lots of scorers, lots of good football, and lots of goals as a result. So yeah, really pleased.
And who do you feel was your man of the match for today's game?
It's very difficult. Only going to give it to Darrell, really, because of his hat-trick. He's looked sharp, and he's a player that if we can keep him and keep him fit, that he can score 25-30 goals for us next season. He's ended up with about 15 this year from sort of maybe 20 matches or something like that since signing in November. But yeah, complete performance, defended from the front, very hard working, and you work hard, you deserve opportunities, and today he's taken his chances and ended up with a hat-trick. So man of the match goes to Darrell, but every single player today was superb.
And obviously next week we've got our end of season dinner.
Yep.
Obviously we'll find out who you selected as your manager, as player of the year. How difficult has that decision been for you this year?
Yeah, it's a difficult decision, and I've still got a few things to think about. Obviously I only took over in November, so I haven't been in charge for the full season. Players have come in, players have left. I let a few players go, I've signed a few players. Certain players have been here all season, some players have only been here for a handful of games towards the end. So it's a difficult decision for me to make, particularly the way that we've performed in the last 3 games, and particularly the last 2. But I'll go away and think about that. I've got a few potential winners of that award lined up, but credit goes to every single player. When I took over in November, we were in a bad place. The club were on 10 points from about 15 games, and seriously worried about back-to-back relegations and dropping down to Step 6 football, which would have been a disaster. So each one of the players' commitment and effort since then has been superb, and that's seen us deserve the round of applause that the players got walking off the pitch today, and topped off with a 7-0 win. It couldn't have ended any better for us. So lots for me to think about before next week's presentation night, but all for good reasons, and whoever wins it will fully deserve it.
And what do you feel has been your highlight of the season?
Last week's result. I mean, it's nice to beat London Tigers 7-0 today, but I fully expect us to beat them. We beat them 4-0 here earlier in the season, and we've improved massively since then, and we probably should have won by more goals today. Last week's result against Burco. Local pride for the club's important. This is a big football club in a big football area, and I feel and I know from talking to the supporters and the committee that the club's lost a lot of respect for a number of reasons over the last few years, and has eventually been relegated to this league. But to beat one of the better teams in the area at this level, and by such a good margin and in such a convincing manner, is really important. And they're the messages we want to be sending for the future, because next year I want this team to be a real force, and if we can beat them this year and beat them again next year, and all the other teams around us locally and around us in the table, I think we should have a real go. So yeah, last week's result was the peak of the season for me.
Okay. And what do you feel about next season and things that we need to do?
There's a lot to be decided. I mean, I had a meeting with the chairman in the week, and he needs to feed back my opinions and evaluations and things like that to the committee. I understand the club are looking to make an announcement this week of the decision. To be honest, I'm not sure what it is, but we've put our best case forward. I'm ready to commit to the club in the long term. Need the commitment of all the current players, of which I'm confident we'll get. We need to add 3 to 5 quality players in key areas and keep all of the players that we've got at the moment. Most important thing is commitment and effort and quality, obviously. But if we keep the squad we've got and add 3 to 5 top quality, and I mean top quality additions to the squad, then we'll be a real force. Nobody sets out by giving up as much time as you do at this level as a volunteer and make as many sacrifices as you do to be available to not have something to show for it at the end. So simply the target is to win things, and until that isn't mathematically possible, or we're out of all the cups, then that will be the target. So from now on we prepare for next year, and we've hit target this year. We've stayed in the league. We've got some respect back from the local area and from the league as well. And now we move on.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for all of your efforts and our videos, and pass our thanks on to all of your team as well.
Absolutely.
For all the efforts during the season.
And fully in return, Andrew, the club have been really supportive, and I know the players are all enjoying it at the moment, and a little bit disappointed that the season finished today, because we are 3 games unbeaten and scored 10 in our last 2 games and not conceded. So we'd like that to carry on, but it can't be. So we'll take a few weeks off, enjoy next Saturday night together with a few beers, and get ready for pre-season hopefully.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Andrew.
And for another video.